So I downloaded a copy of Pelican Brief. Yes, it's spelled C-O-A-L. I thought it was C-O-L-E. Nope, C-O-A-L. The character's name is Fletcher Cole. He's the puppet master of the president in Pelican Brief. It starts off with 2 Supreme Justices being assassinated. From there, an investigation is launched. Everyone's trying to figure out why they killed these 2 judges in John Grisham's fictional story, which is a legal suspense thriller known as Pelican Brief, with Julia Roberts, Denzel Washington, Sam Shepard, and John Hurt. John Hurt plays Verheek or something like that. Sam Shepard plays Callahan, who is a professor, government kind of aide person, political. It's a political thing. Julia Roberts plays Darby. Darby Shaw, and I met her kind of like in character at the Fairmont Hotel, which is now called the Roosevelt. It's weird because when I ran off to the Riverview Hotel after I left the Actor Studio Drama School, which was between Broadway and Park, I went to the Riverview Hotel, which now has a new name too. They changed names of hotels. There's reasons for it, but that hotel, which is in New Orleans, okay, is known as the Roosevelt now. Back then it was called the Fairmont. Julia Roberts was walking along like this with her advisor or her assistant, and she's walking like this. I was over there. My mom was behind me. Sam Shepard's chair was like right over here. I'd already sat down on it. In my mind, I thought it was Sam Elliott. It was Sam Shepard. Sam Shepard was in the bar at the Fairmont Hotel. I was standing outside the bar and saw those paintings. That film, that sequence, that filming location was inside of the Fairmont Hotel, which is now the Roosevelt. Julia Roberts walked right by me. I went, wow, that was Julia Roberts. I walked up to John Hurd thinking he was William Hurt. All of that happened. My mom said, you were great in Altered States. She thought he was William Hurt too, because we didn't know who John Hurd was. He was in Big. John Hurd was in Big. He was also in Trip to Bountiful. But anyway, I got his autograph on a little plane ticket. I don't know if my mom has it, but I hope she does. Because if she does, that's worth a little bit of money. Regardless, I found out that Fletcher Cole's character is spelled C-O-A-L. I thought it was spelled C-O-L-E. I thought it was a big prophetic thing, but it was kind of a coincidence. It was kind of a coincidence. A coincidence. It was kind of coincidence. Kind of coincidence. Kind of coincidence. Kind of coincidence. It was kind of. So, to me, it's a big deal. It's a big deal in my life. To me, it's prophetic. To other people, coincidence. Fine. But I'm a believer. I think God put me in that situation for a certain reason. Julia Roberts walked by. Sam Shepard was in there hiding from me because he didn't want to stop drinking. He had coffee in the scene, though. The man was a horrible alcoholic. And then, of course, John Hurd was there, who died later. John Hurd, Sam Shepard, not around anymore. They passed away. Rest in peace. See Pelican Brief. It's a 1993 film. I was there in 1992 in the summer in New Orleans at the Fairmont Hotel, which is now the Roosevelt. Saw Julia Roberts walk right by me, met John Hurd, got his autograph, loved it. The movie's great. Okay, I know. It's a political, great suspense thriller. I'm watching it, rewatching it, stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Denzel Washington's in it. He's younger. Kind of like this. He's kind of doing this kind of like Sidney Poitier kind of thing in it. I don't know if he really did, but that's kind of who he reminds me of in that. He's kind of thinner, jogging around in some scenes and stuff. He plays like one of the investigators. I don't know his exact occupation, but he has a good little role in it. It's a good movie. I'm going to put down maybe masterpiece for its political value, for its political, are you getting ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Possibly a masterpiece because of its political importance, because I do movie reviews. I like it. I'm going to watch it again. You know what? The guy, Paul Cook, I got to find out the director. The director's probably a pretty good one. Hey, some of these old movies are pretty good for certain reasons. Politically, John Grisham, kind of anti-government. Sam Shepard has Sam Shepard's passed away, but Sam Shepard plays a character called Callahan who talks about people's privacy in one of the lectures. Why people, I understand. Okay, I understand. Why people, certain people have privacy and they have the rights to privacy and legal rights to privacy, and that in the past the government has gone too far. I think this stuff is connected right to January 6th with the break-in of the Capitol. Of course, I don't support violence. I don't support that type of protest. I support peaceful protest. But I do think as Americans, we have the right to privacy, and we have the right to seek out our careers. We have the right to seek out ourselves as artists. And if you want to be an actor, go be an actor. Okay, just hang on. You can handle me simply speaking, okay? It's not that big of a deal.
You've been talking for 5 minutes.
Okay, fine. We got to cut. We got to cut.
Cut.
We're dropping her off. Linda is becoming sober. All right, love you. We're a day early and $1 short. Right, Kitty? Yeah, we're probably going to post this tomorrow. That's Kitty. Kitty is known as Edmund Tuxedo Cassavetes. This is his full name. Look at his paw. It's cute. Do something cute. That's cute. Do something besides trying to claw me. Roll over. Roll over this way. There we go. Oh, come on. Do a roll over. There we go. Kind of. Yeah. All right, never mind. He's done it one time. Boy, he does not roll over. He's like, I am not a dog. I am a cat, and you will treat me as such. Well, yep. Look at this. Look at this. I will not be treated as a dog. I am simply a cat. All right, we'll leave you plenty of food. You take care, okay? All right, 173,451 miles, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. We're looking at April 2, 2023. And you guessed it, the one and the only Linda Spivey, my wife. And that wife. And I am Cole Spivey. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show on this cloud-covered day. Not rain yet, but we're expecting it. Praying for all of the people in the South, in the tornado belt. What were the states, sweetie? Midwest. It was like Arkansas was hit horribly. We're praying for all those people.
I read it actually one got Delaware. Does Delaware get tornadoes?
Yeah. Go to Nick Johnson's YouTube page. He has a 1-800 number that you can call and you can donate. Nick Johnson, he does demographics throughout the whole country. He's got a 1-800 number you can donate to the tornado victims. Also, there are specific victims that he vlogged, that he got on his vlog, that he has their, is it called Venmo? Anyway, it's like a Cash App or Venmo. But you can actually give personally to some of these people if they get on those programs and they give out their Cash App or Venmo. Is it called Venmo? I use GPay. But there's a lot of people affected. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. 60 tornadoes, hundreds of people, probably thousands of people injured. There's probably, who knows, hundreds dead. They're still searching through the rubbles. It's horrible. Check it out. Nick Johnson's page on YouTube. Also, you can get the information from CNN and all the big sites. It's really, really kind of tricky on your, when you give money, okay? When you be charitable, be strategic, do some research, find out if they have an don't find out if they have an address, but if you can find them on these shows, you can trust that show. God only knows, but Walmart sometimes provides information on how you can help, and you can call around, but be careful before you give your money. And you can call around. Red Cross probably will be able to help. Right, sweetie?
Yes, of course.
All right, now, okay, now you can watch us drive. Double take. I might leave that one. Very good. Now, we're head off. Join us. I'll be dropping food at your doorstep. Linda will be dropping it off at the point of sale system. This little episode is brought to you by Malibu. If you're going to go water skiing or anything, get to Malibu. And 7-Eleven prices. barely see that. It's 325. So it's cold.
$7.
Okay, so it's just, all right, so it's just one cold beverage. Cold beverage and just the cookies. Okay, so that's not what that is right there. I rarely ever make predictions about weather. There are predictions right now on weather bug. Okay, I know that it's gonna rain, you can see. But I've done it before many times. I'm not always correct. I've taken earth science, also known as geoscience, and I've taken, it was earth science, I think geoscience or something similar, but it was a study of not only nature, but it was a study of weather. Now, I have taken environmental science, and I even took biology, but I dropped out of biology, and I did environmental science instead. I loved environmental science. But geoscience, or what they call earth science, is a study of the earth and weather. So weather is part of the earth. And there's all these different theories, and I did very well in it. I liked it. The teacher was very well-spoken and fun. And I believe I took that at UNT, University of North Texas. Now, I also took astronomy, I believe, which is a study of the stars. And I had hung out with people that have studied astrology, which is a little bit different. That's more like the study of constellations and you're predicting your future. But this is astronomy that I took at UNT, which is amazing. It's mostly study like the celestial sphere and stars. Now, earth science is going to deal with like wind, rain, earthquakes, all the fun stuff, right? Well, it's not fun, but all the crazy stuff that happens in the earth. And you never really can predict it because it can build up for different reasons. Mostly has to do with temperature. Temperature is a big deal on all of this stuff, all this craziness. Temperature change can be a very, very big deal. Just like you can notice it in your own body. It's a big deal on Earth. Temperature is a big deal. So when you're dealing, I also took geology and geography. Geography is a study of, some will say time and pressure, some will say what happens to the Earth over a long period of time. Some believe in the new Earth theory, which is the Earth is only here for 6,000 or the Earth has only been here for 7,000 years from the beginning. Some believe 7 million, some believe 70 million, some believe 700 million. There's theories that it's 300 billion years old. There's theories that it's just 6,000 years, which is the new Earth theory. And they're all very interesting theories. I am to believe in the new Earth theory. So it's to be 6,000 to 7,000 years old. And listen, hey, look, they laughed at all of them, especially Galilei. They laughed at him when he said the world was round, okay? But people sincerely believe and have proof that the Earth has only been here for about 7,000 years. A lot can happen in 1,000 years, okay? And they also believe dinosaurs and people were here at the same time. But that's what they believe. Okay, we're gonna have rain, and I'm gonna be dropping food at your doorstep. Oh, and I'm gonna have a cookie. This is brought to you by 7-Eleven cookies. I apologize if I was curt with any of the clerks at 7-Eleven and throughout my time. Sometimes they get the worst kind of, of it because people are impatient. But this is an oatmeal cookie. It's baked in the store, so they're pretty good. Gone through how to open these before. You've got the side thing you want to deal with. You can just kind of go through like an envelope, kind of like, and open it that way. And that's a really good way to open them if you have problems with opening them. I know that people do have problems. I'm a foodie, so I know how to do it. I'm very experienced when it comes to opening packages of food. If you're at a 7-Eleven, I'll recommend a certain hot dog to you. The only one, which is the Big Bite. 7-Eleven manufactures those hot dogs themselves. They work really hard. I appreciate 7-Eleven. And their sandwiches are made in a certain facility. And I knew one of the guys that was behind making some of those sandwiches. Very good sandwiches. And they even got more stuff coming, more breakfast stuff. I'm going to try out oatmeal's my favorite cookie. So I will try it out and I'll give you my opinion. This is their oatmeal cookie. We'll do the cookie. Cookie. We did the cookie. And it is good. I do recommend the oatmeal cookies at 7-Eleven. They do bake them in the store. They're not too dry. They are moist. You can taste the oatmeal inside. Oatmeal is supposed to be good for you. I highly recommend the oatmeal cookies at 7-Eleven. Cookie. While I'm at it, I also recommend their soda. This is Coca-Cola. Yes, very good. The bricks are just about right. If you don't know what bricks are, that's the ratio and the carbonation and the sugar and all that fun stuff. They filter it all in together, and that's what makes a scrumptious tasting, well, a tasteful soda. Now I'm going to show drops of rain hitting the windshield. But it is good. It is good. 7-Eleven can be good. Drops of rain are coming down, and we are waiting. We got our umbrella. Yeah. We got the umbrella. The umbrella's back there. See it. Yes, we have this type of umbrella. You can hear the rain hitting the car. These are really good oatmeal cookies. I was gonna get a hot dog, but there's some bikers. I better get home. Hopefully they're not too far away. They probably went to Trinity River to bike. Probably live in that neighborhood. They'll be okay, hopefully. After all, biking in the rain is a lot of fun. It can be lots of fun to bicycle in the rain. I've done it when I used to only have a mountain bike, and I was a substitute teacher for HEB. I had biked in the rain a few times, and it's a lot of fun, kind of, depending on the nature of the rain. Oh, got a green light. We're by Waterside, which there's a Whole Foods there. Whole Foods has a cookie bar. I highly recommend Whole Foods cookie bar, but for the rich only, because it's expensive. Cookie bars vary in nature. There's all different types of cookie bars, but the Whole Foods cookie bar, sugary. I've stayed away from it a little bit because it's a treat. Now, dancers will go in there and just look at it and walk away. You can tell it's a dancer. Dancers, they like to go and look at the treat. They usually won't eat it because they know they'll come back for it. Unless, of course, they pulled off that triple period, or it's even how you say it. I don't really know. I have a ballet dictionary, but it's when you spin completely around in a 360. Period. It's where you spin around, and sometimes they will go and give themselves a treat if they can do it properly. It's very difficult to do. We're going to look at more rain. But usually the dancer will just look at the dessert and salivate and use their self-discipline They do sometimes live on the candy bars and the soda. I know it's a shame. You'll see them every once in a while have a cigarette hanging out of their mouth, which is horrible. And some of the choreographers don't like it, and sometimes they even let them go eventually. And some of the smokers. But the jazz artists and things like that, they don't care. They'll just go and take jazz dance and smoke it all up like Bob Fosse. Bob Fosse was probably one of the most unhealthy dancers known to mankind. I'm sure he knew of Leonard Bernstein, who was pretty unhealthy too when it comes to being a musician. I don't think I'm going to park here. There's that little thing that sticks out right there. I'm going to park over here. Yeah, those Broadway guys, they smoke it up and drink it, but yeah, I made a comment about Cooper and Wahlberg. I wasn't really saying they're going to step down, but man, we got to change things, you know? I want to bring Pure Flicks back to the forefront. I know they'll continue on doing their acting and directing and writing and stuff, I know. But eventually the old guys, they do have to step down a little bit when they get older and let some of the other guys give it a shot. I always feel new, you know. I don't know. I just figured I'd say that. I was really upset. They kind of stepped down a little bit anyway. I mean, Cooper's still at it. He's playing Leonard Bernstein. He'll probably get an Oscar for that. Who knows? He may do more roles. Like, you can't stop someone's career, really. You can try. I don't really work. At least they, you know, depends on who they're messing with, you know. But I mean, I support their work, but you know, I mean, come on, like, let's share, you know. Let's share and make sure everybody gets a chance to work, you know. Being sacrificial is better in the eyes of God. But I know Leonard Bernstein's going to be great, and I'm sure Wahlberg's going to go out and do something great, too. They're all the way from Colorado. But there's no such thing as bad publicity. What I mean to say is they're going to step down. I want them to step down from doing the whole alcoholism thing, because even when you present it, it glamorizes it a little bit. Like in A Star Is Born. And the whole Boogie Nights thing, and he played kind of a clean-cut character. Mark Wahlberg played one in The Fighter. It was kind of a clean-cut character, and I appreciated that. And they approached the drug scene, but it still glamorizes it. It says this is acceptance, and I think that what you need more of is, I think what you need more of is more like protection against some of that stuff, if possible. I'm trying to think ahead here. I think I know where I can go. So I've done this before. One time I've used a bridge, one time a QT. But ultimately, there's something right over there. And there's a car wash, which is perfect. A bridge sometimes works if you take shelter under a bridge from hell. Or you can use a gas station. Or if you really are lucky and you find it, a car wash is a pretty good one. I'm gonna wait. I didn't turn it on yet, so I can wait a little bit. But I'm gonna talk about my argument, because I think that's kind of what God wants me to do. I don't know what that thing is right over there. These guys profit sincerely off showing what drugs and alcohol can do to a person. I'm going to talk about it and say why I don't want them to step down from that type of stuff. Try some Pure Flicks kind of things. I'll tell you why.